Good morning, friends. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today is December 12th, 12/12. And our affirmation for today is, I'm allowed to have what I want. Isn't that a revolutionary idea? Whether it be delicious food, a hot bubble bath, a new cheese grater, or a nap, you really are allowed to have whatever you want. Not only are you allowed, you're worthy of it. You deserve it, just because you're you. Love, Teddy. How does that make you feel when you hear those words? There's part of me that goes, nah. I think it's just so hard for us to wrap our heads around the fact that we really can have whatever we want. And doesn't need to be guilt about it. There doesn't need to be restriction about it. And it doesn't even need to feel like an overindulgence, right? Like, it's just the way things go. And when you walk around the world with that attitude that I can have whatever I want, then nothing's stopping you from going after whatever you want, right? Then you have that kind of confidence and that kind of understanding that you have access to everything. The universe is collaborating with you. You can have whatever you want. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get there and keeping your mindset straight, right? Like, that's a really important part of it. You don't just decide that you want it and it shoots into your lap. If that was the case, we'd be in big trouble because we'd be manifesting stuff way too fast. But you decide what you want, you figure out the right mindset to align yourself with it, you go out into the world, you look for opportunities to get closer to it. It's a whole process, right? But the first step is that foundational belief that you do have access to it and you are allowed to have it and you're worthy of having it. And that's the piece that I think stops a lot of us, right? Excuse me. I don't think we really believe it, right? Like, there's something in the world that you think that you might want, all these stories pop up in your head about why it's not possible or why you don't deserve it or why, you have so much evidence that it's not going to happen. But if you can get past all of that and just do the work to get to it, it can be yours. So work on that today. Think about, I can have whatever I want. I'm allowed to have whatever I want. I'm worthy of having whatever I want. And just see how that sits with you. Another way to kind of get it into your brain without resistance is asking a question. Why am I allowed to have whatever I want? Why am I worthy of having whatever I want? And that way it feels like it's already a fact, but you're trying to figure out how that happened and your brain goes to work trying to resolve that problem. And so that's a way to kind of like circumvent all of that resistance that you can experience when you just say a statement that doesn't really feel true to you yet. Go around it and say, why is that true? And then your subconscious mind starts churning and working on that. And it's a totally different way to access that feeling of truth around that statement. So I hope that's helpful for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.